not second-hand salvation. It is indigenous to people. It's sovereign and ancient. Muhammad did not wait for people. He did not attend Nicaea. He didn't consult officials. He didn't even Christ in heaven. This decision gave an entire Christian civilization. Ethiopia began to disrupt. The church is not constructed with arms soaring from the earth itself, not on brick, but stone and metal. Some of these churches still stand today, like the legendary Alphabella churches said to have been guided by angels. They are marvels of architecture and devotion sanctuaries where scripture echoes long before European cathedrals ever touched the sky. Ethiopian law, too, began to reflect the gospel. Kings judged with reference to both the good and Christ. Protected, the Sabbath was honored. Scripture was not just read and governed. This wasn't theocracy by force. It was the natural outgrowth of people who had internalized God's word. And unlike the spread of Christianity in many parts of the world, this wasn't done with a sword, but with songs, scrolls, and visions. Let that contrast rest for a moment. While Europe's Christian history is often tied to war, crusades, and inquisitions, Ethiopia's foundation was built not on blood, but on scripture. They didn't send armies to convert. They built sanctuaries to remember. They didn't rewrite texts. They preserved them. They didn't Christianize for now. They believed because they had already encountered the Messiah. This makes Ethiopia not only the first Christian nation, but also the first most biblical nation. It embodied the kingdom of God as a governing principle. And that's a title that empire can fake. We can never Western Seminary generates.
Great to have you with us at Dwight L. Perry Stadium in Bowling Green, Ohio, home to the Bowling Green Falcons. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on a team from the MAC, the Bowling Green Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bulls will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Falcons really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Leaves it with the back. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Offense facing fourth down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Creates a little space. There he goes. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, BG. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Alexis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now they'll run it to the right here. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wolf. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing it at him. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards. And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Oh, what a cut! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Plows through the defense.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quick handoff. Oh, he's got some space. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering the success now early.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be fourth down from the 23. Time winding down in the quarters. They come to the line. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, the ground game. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Pine. Quarterback moving. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
To the air on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Looking deep. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Trying play action. Here's a heat. The throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Norton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down to a loss of yards.
Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Pine. Still looking, on the move. Connection to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's in open space downfield. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Falcons.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. He's got it on the right. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. The Bulls want to crank the tempo. On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Brown will throw it. Got him downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. A run for the quarterback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to scramble. Going for 6. Touchdown Bulls. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The toss to the outside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Once you get in triple digits, that's a good day for a running back. That's it right there. 100 on the dot. He's had a really nice day. Showed you patience, showed you physicality, showed you a little bit of everything on his way to 100 yards.
Looking downfield, it's Pine. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Falcons will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity.
Breaks into the open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. At the 40, there he goes. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the tailback. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
They're going to run it, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners are smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Dropping back, it's Pine. He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't...
There he goes. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. on the run. It's Norton running to Green. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Right back to the well. Makes a man miss. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running behind that left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to the running game. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll run play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. That's the end of the quarter, and Bowling Green has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish.
Yes.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, USF.
USF, number 6, with the catch in the end zone.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Turning it on. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, BG. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Looking to pass. It's Pine. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sack on the 2-point try. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a 1-possession game in the 4th. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The give to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Brown wants to pass. Steps away. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Now, I'm going for it on fourth down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus.
He's got it. First down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. Fourth down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
He'll do it himself. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Bowling Green.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. And the D deny them on second and goal. They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little. Touchdown, South Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
make it. Still a one-point game here in the fourth. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. To the air, it's Pine. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College.